Everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, yesterday, while I was having my woo 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 moment after watching the astrology from Denise at Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology, I thought, well, why not take this opportunity to have a look at this Netflix series that I've heard of a few times, and I wanted to actually watch while my partner, who's a little bit not quite there, while he wasn't home. So I watched the Encounters. It's a 4-episode series on Netflix about actual encounters that people have had over the years, and we're talking decades and decades, with off-planet life forms. Absolute fascinating. And I just felt, yeah, this is right. There was, interestingly enough, when they had the school in Zimbabwe where 62 students said, yes, we saw a spaceship and an alien being, and they managed to latch on. I suppose they were trying to show a balanced view, that they managed to latch on the one student who was saying, oh, it's all BS, there was nothing there, blah, blah, blah. When I was watching that, I got a real feeling, and tell me if you've seen it, if you got the same feeling, that the student, he looked so incredibly angry. And what I really got was that he was still in denial that he had seen this, that perhaps he had received some sort of punishment for saying that he had seen this at home. But I really also got the feeling that maybe he didn't see, he was elsewhere in the school and didn't see, and it was an anger at having missed out. So let me know what you feel in regards to that particular student. I just felt that there was something really quite off in regards to his vehemency about claiming that it wasn't true. So anyhow, fascinating series, and it was really interesting with the guy in the first episode in regards to he was looking into the Bible stories and how a lot of these Bible stories connected to what could have been very possibly off-planet encounters, which brought me back to my Vatican reading I did the other day. Sorry if I'm going to waffle here, because it was just, I'm all over the place. The downloads were all over the place, but I'm just trying to make sense of it all. Brought me back to the Vatican stories of the other day. So the fact that there is so much hidden that will be revealed. But it also then, I was then brought to think about the Nazca lines in South America, the chalk carvings in the UK. These are carvings into the landscape, massive carvings into the landscape, or laying of stones into the landscape that cannot be seen from the earth. They can only be seen from space, and a lot of them weren't discovered until aeroplanes, etc., drone technology, aeroplane technology advanced, and they went, holy crap, what are they? Very accurate. If you look at the horse and the chalk carving in the UK, things like that can only be seen from space, very accurate. And what was their purpose? But then you also go on to the in Italy and what was Mesopotamia, and the Mayans, the carvings and the hieroglyphs in the very ancient temples that symbolize astronauts or rocket ships, etc. The fact that they were happening all over the world. So, and in the episode, I think it was the 4th episode in the Encounter series, the old block print carving prints of a spaceship that was washed up from the 1803, I think it was, prior to flight being discovered by man. So I just want to have a look at the energies now. What the young ladies and gentlemen were talking about in the Zimbabwean encounter was, it was very much an ESP type messaging that they got about the that we are destroying our planet. Now, I have one of my beautiful viewers, Audrey, who I did a reading for earlier this year, and we are still back and forth because my boys keep downloading for her. And Audrey, please forgive me if you didn't want me to reveal this, but in regards to a particular South American spirit that was coming to her a lot over this lifetime and in previous lifetimes. And last night, so I was up at 1 a.m. typing to her, I got a real clear image of this particular spirit energy standing in this absolute desiccated, burnt out field full of anguish, but we have not learnt from our past. And what I really got from that was during the slash and burn period of the Mayans and the Aztecs, what I really got from that was a significant factor in the downfall of their empire. Sorry if I'm just waffling here. The downfall of their empire, because what would happen, they'd slash and burn, plant crops for 3 years, desiccate the soil, destroy all the nutrient content of it, and then they would move on. And I'm getting a real feel that there is just absolute despair that we are repeating that history. We have not learnt from that history. When you're looking at what's going on in the African Congo area, in the Amazon area, and even in Australia when we are farming on lands that really, really should not be farmed on and desiccating the soils. So there is an awakening about this. We are starting to see this different point of view. But I want to have a look at the energies of these. Well, show me first of all, using my Lightseers Tarot, and let's see where this goes. First of all, tell me about these alien beings, these off-planet beings, the message that they want to bring for us to start with. Tell me about the message. I'm trying to picture which spread they want me to use. They're actually telling me to use a Celtic cross when I would have instinctively used a spiritual growth energies reading. But tell me about, what do we need to know? What are they trying to tell us? What are they trying to tell us? Come on down. Yeah. What are they trying to tell us? What do they want us to know? They want us to decide what future we want and step into our energy to bring it about, step by step by step. As humans, it is in our hands about how our future looks. They are helping in whatever way they can in regards to stopping us destroying the planet. But our path forward our destiny forward is up to us, stepping into deciding what we want our future to look like and stepping into our power and bringing this about. Now, the reason why there's so much ghastly conflict happening at the moment, I'm just going to go, I'm going to go there because I feel it's part of this reading. So I'm talking about Russia, Ukraine, I'm talking about Israel and Palestine, and other areas of the world. You're talking about the civil wars in Rwanda and other parts of Africa. It is very much about the despot, autocratic dictators realizing that their power is slipping and they have become more desperate to hold on. So that's why it feels like there's just this rise in conflict. And it's like, really, why? Why? And what it is, it's about humans being humans. We need to be thumped around the head with a brick before we bring about change. If we had just meandered along with the same old, there would be no change. So we are at this stage where it's being fully exposed this this violent um, dividing rhetoric, and they're becoming more desperate to hold on. But it will reach a pinnacle, and the pinnacle is so close before they literally implode on themselves, and then we start this new era of acceptance and peace. So the off planets are not going to interfere in this. This is part of the lesson that we need to go through as humanity. Boy, some lessons are tough, but they will stop us from destroying the planet. So this is very much about us deciding what we want our future to look like and moving, taking the steps to bring about that future. The challenge, the feminine spirituality, the bringing forth, the secrets of the darkness being brought forward and exposed in the light. And I'm talking about the darkness of religion. You only have to look at what's happening in Israel. Religion's getting the blame there. A certain element of religion, Nazism got the blame in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And yes, Nazism is a form of religion. This is cultism. The darkness of all this, but bringing it into the light and the rise of the feminine spiritual connection. Now, when I say feminine, it's not necessarily female. It's all, but it's about the compassion, the empathy, the bringing together, the uniting, and that is the challenge for us: is to shift into this energy. Okay, poor choices. Poor choices are currently being made based on emotion. So this side is what's happening at the moment. This side is the going forward into the future. So this is poor choices being made because it's been clouded by emotion. So this goes into this othering energy, this hatred, this division energy. It's all emotive energy. There's no logic in it at all. And you only have to look at cults in the world, or civil wars, etc. What energy are the leaders plugging into to bring about these situations? They're plugging into the emotional energy, not the intellectual, logical energy. In the past, causing divisions, causing barriers, standing defiantly behind our opinions based on passion. But that's in the past, so we've got the shift is already underway. That's why they're becoming more desperate. Crowning this reading is the independent feminine energy choosing a future going forward based on intuition. It's not what is already harvested. It's not the blingiest, most capitalist looking future. It's not the brightest that says, pick me, pick me. This is about choosing a healing. So pentacles are healing. They're also money, but they're about healing. They're about opportunities. Choosing the opportunity to move forward that we are intuitively drawn to. The immediate future working together to bring about a solid foundation, to bring about a healing foundation, to bring about opportunities. But this is about coming together and working together externally. This is coming really quickly, but there's going to be chaos in the meantime. I hate to tell you, this is the message that they're giving us. There is chaos that needs to be got through. We need to draw these horses together so that they pull in the same direction. But it is coming really quickly, this change, externally. Yeah, internally. A harsh truth, kicking us up the bum to spur us forward. For those that watched my reading on Israel and Palestine the other day, like many other readers, I have seen I've seen it as an underground explosion where something failed to go off that made the world sit back and go, holy shit, what are we doing? So internally, there's going to be this real kick up the bum that is going to spur us forward logically with truth and knowledge, hopes and fears, the strengths, compassionate strengths, inner strength, external strengths, empathetic strengths, but the duality strength of the lion and the lamb. The outcome, putting the emotion aside and looking to the future with logic and wisdom and knowledge and icy clear clarity and truth. I love these energies. A new beginning based in science, based in knowledge, based in wisdom, but we have to take the steps to bring it about. A lot of feminine energy here today. The future going forward, we have options, we have choices. We need to sit back. We need to sit back and look at these opportunities that we have. We have this huge array of opportunities going forward. We need to take a step back. And here we have the King of Swords. Queens are internally. She's put her emotions aside and she's looking at this internally. This is the King bringing forward the knowledge, the wisdom, as kings are doing, and bringing about transformation with that dragonfly there, where there is enough for everybody, where we will find emotional joy going forward. So I find that message there is uplifting. However, we do have to go through the darkness, this barriers, this is mine, the fences that are being put up, this is mine, so therefore it can't be yours instead of ours. It doesn't have to be an either or, it can be an and, is what I'm getting there. Okay, going forward, what message do you have for us? What message do you have for us for humanity going forward on an emotion? Okay, thank you. Been told to use my intuitive cards, my storytelling cards. Tell us the story going forward, guys. Or if you like these cards, let's log them. It's down in the more ... bit. They're there. If you're meant to find them, you'll find them. But show me going forward. Show me going forward. What message do you have for us for humanity going forward? What message do you have for humanity going forward? Mother Earth, our Earth. It's a dot in space. For so long we thought ourselves the centre of the universe. Then we realised the sun was the centre of the universe. Then we realised the sun was merely the centre of our solar system. And then we found our solar system was only a dot on the outskirts of a huge a spiral galaxy. And then we realised that our spiral galaxy was only a minor galaxy in regards. So Mother Earth, it comes back to we are on this rock together, this blue rock in space. It comes back to Mother Earth. Looking, pairing, security, the security of Mother Earth. This is the message they're giving us, the security of Mother Earth and our freedom. We've got money here. Just going to overlap this a bit. The wealth, the true wealth of our freedom and security on this earth in the future, which is fast approaching. It is up to us, and every single one of us is a drop in the ocean, and every drop creates the ocean. Thank you. If you think your vote doesn't count, yes, it does. Make your vote count. Make your voice heard. Even if you are only one, it only takes a few million ones to create change. This is a difficult message for us to hear. We've had the feather. We're at the brick moment. If we don't heed the brick, we'll get the Mack truck. This is a difficult message for us to hear for our future. But our wealth is in caring for our planet and the freedom of those that live upon it, not tying them into poverty, not tying them into slavery, not tying them into fear. And every voice can swell to create an ocean. It's a difficult message that's going to take hard work to bring about peace. But we have bravery. We have bravery. And saying no. And each voice flipping via, oh, this is interesting, via, I'm going to say, the voice of the children coming through. I have so much faith and hope in the young generation that's coming through. And when I'm talking the young generation, I'm talking the under 30s. They see what is really, really happening. They don't understand. Well, no, they don't understand why there is hatred and fear and division. The key in each country in caring for our land is what I'm getting there. The key is caring in our land. It's going to be slow progress, but we need to remain exuberant about this progress. And yes, exuberant about the voice that we are putting out there, exuberant and about supporting the families, supporting the children. Bullseye. And we need to rule from a place of love. And that is the message they have for us. And it is a huge message that they are bringing forward. It's up to us to decide whether we want to take it, because our fate and destiny is in our own hands. It's about striking down the obscene capitalist wealth that are holding so many in fear and paid slavery, because they are operating from energies of cowardness. I do future readings. I haven't done one for quite a while now, but I have done future readings. The future is a combination of Star Trek and Star Wars, more Star Trek than Wars, where wealth is brought about. It's not even wealth. It's about your word being your honour, your integrity, your skills that you bring, and it doesn't matter what skills they are, whether it be in the arts or whether it be in the engineering. The skills that you bring, that you can bring forth to um, enrich the lives of others. So there's no monetary system. There's no hoarding of wealth, because everybody has everything that they need. There is no there is no how do I put it, guys? I'm just seeing this greedy, greedy, greedy with the money and power. There is none. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple of couple of cards from the Starseed Oracle just to finish up this message. Sorry if this is a disjointed reading. It's just such a broad concepts that I'm trying to bring together. But the message they have is they will protect the planet from destruction, but our actual destiny on this planet is in our own hands. That every voice going forward would count. I do see declining population. Okay, I'm not going to say declining population. I'm going to say sustainable population. And move towards sustainable population. But a decision to oust greed, to oust this power-mongering. Okay, what message do you have for us? It's time to pulse with nature, with earth. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Plant a tree. If you can't plant a tree, grow some tomatoes in a pot with some basil around it, something like that. Do what you can. You need to nip down to the shops, walk if you can. Do what you can. But listen to the pulse of Mother Nature, Mother Earth. Slow down. Breathe in the air. Be. Take off your shoes and walk across the grass. Feel her energy, because you are being called. It's time to step up. Okay. Love to you all. Oh, trust the timing. I'm going to keep reading on the bottom here. Trust the timing. Trust the wave that you came in on. Time is not running out, but this is about the timing. We have chosen to be on this earth in the here and now for what we can bring, the gifts that we can bring. What are we being called to do? Every single one of us has a different task that we are being called to do. Sometimes we overlap a lot. Sometimes we are being called to join together for what we can bring, because we have greater voice in our numbers than individually. But we have chosen this time. Trust that this is the time that you have been chosen to come here. Lost lands. There are lands, and I'm drawn when I see those two words, lost lands, I'm drawn to what's going on in Israel and Palestine. It feels like the lands are being lost. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. You know what to do. Step up. We've chosen to be here now, and this is why we are meant to be here now. All paths lead home. Turn the gaze within. Use your intuition. to follow this maze to where we are supposed to be, what we are supposed to be doing. Turn within and listen to your intuition about what it is that you can bring forth at this time, what you can do, because we are looking at a deep, deep cellular healing for Mother Earth and for all those occupy her. Physical and emotional healing. This is what we are bringing forth. Okay, thank you for joining me. If you've got any topics you'd like me to look at, love, love, love to hear. Oh boy, that went some places I wasn't expecting, incredibly deep. Thank you for joining me. I just am feeling this overwhelming love that is almost compressing my stomach, because I just feel that it's more than I can share, but I will share it. Love to you all. Take care.